hyperactive for love and affection. And as I told you, phosphorus, another quality what we learned. One is it was highly reactive, impressionable, and chemical properties we learned. One more, inflammable. Okay. Another quality of phosphorus is that it is very easily inflammable. But you know there is one character to the flame of phosphorus. If you touch that flame, it is cold to touch. It is not warm. If you touch the flame of phosphorus, it is cold. It is not warm. This is very important. On one end, there will be burning, there will be inflammation, redness, congestion of the part. To the extent that in phosphorus there will be necrosis of bones, destruction of bones, ulcer formation, very important remedy, for very intense gastritis, with ulcers in the stomach, or necrosis of jawbone, all those kinds of pathology you will get. But even though he is going through so much of destruction, degeneration inside, he is very warm and affectionate and lovely too for the outside. Okay? So that was phosphorus in short. So we learned the source of our remedy. One is acid, second is phosphorus. What were the common features? Those are very hyperactive. Second, what was common? Corrosion and destruction and degeneration. So what will happen is in acid phos there will be acid-like effort which will be very hyperactive, continuous for very long standing, followed by extreme exhaustion with collapse and degeneration or destruction of organs. That is how phosphoric acid looks like. It is a white, crystalline, transparent material. Next. So we saw this qualities of acids. They are very reactive, fast and hurried. Read with me. Prolonged hyperactivity followed by complete exhaustion. सिर्फ exhaustion नहीं, complete. Loss of vital fluids or exhausting illness. As I told you, there is hyperactivity in the mental level. At physical level, they can have very intense disease like profuse diarrhea. Okay, very exhausting viral infections like typhoid fever, where there is very high grade fever, which is what is characteristic of typhoid? Step ladder pyrexia. So it keeps increasing, never decreasing. For months, 1 month I had fever. Every day, whatever I do, even if I have crocin, the fever was continuously there. In fact, it was increasing. Profuse diarrhea. Every day I have 10-15 stools, very watery, large quantities. Every day, since last 2-3 months. That kind of illnesses, that kind of loss of fluids. Exhausting illnesses. Okay? Next is what? Destruction and corrosion. Next, let's see phosphorus. Phosphorus, what we learned? Hyperactive, impressionable, love, care and affection, inflammable and burning with destruction. So, one more aspect we'll see is what does phosphorus do in human body? So So if you look, phosphorus is a very important element in our body. 85% of it is in what? Bones and teeth. Which other element which we learn? Calcium. So from this what you can say? There will be symptoms where deformities of bones and teeth. Tell me what symptom you know of deformity of bones. I am telling you 100%, all of you know the symptom. Very lean, long bones. What we learned, phosphorus grows very fast. Even though patient is emaciated, lean, thin. Tall girls who grow very fast. So that is what you will see. That even though there will be malnutrition, they are very lean, thin, emaciated, they look weak, everything you feel, array, not so good. But height इसका बढ़ता है. ये मेरे को कुछ समझ नहीं आ रहा. सब उसका वेट कम रहेगा, सब कम रहेगा, हमेशा बीमार रहेगी, सब कुछ ठीक. But height बढ़ेगा इसका. That is phosphorus. That is what mothers will tell you very often. कि बीमार रहती है हमेशा, but height बढ़ गया उसका. हाँ? Teeth symptom. Anybody? So if you look at phosphorus poisoning, no toxicity. People who work in very close proximity with phosphorus, many of them will develop necrosis of the jaw. Necrosis of the jaw. Okay, so more than teeth, in phosphorus, the jawbone is affected. Okay, so that was bones and teeth. Rest 15% of phosphorus, where it is used, it is very important element in formation of ATP. What is full form of ATP? Adenosine triphosphate. What is the importance of ATP? Energy production. Right? So, one is it is very important for energy formation or energy production. Secondly, phosphorus is also an important element in the structure or formation of DNA and RNA. So basically, it is one of the main building block of any growth to happen or any kind of activity to happen. Any cell, what you say, multiplication because of DNA or RNA. Any cell growth or any cell activity, you will require ATP, no? So for that, phosphorus becomes very important. For all kind of reactions, metabolic reactions, ATP formation, DNA formation, all metabolic reactions, phosphorus is very important. So what you will see in phosphorus patients is there will be defective metabolism. Metabolism is affected. So it is very important remedy for metabolic disorders like diabetes mellitus. Very important remedy. Most common metabolic illness that we see is diabetes mellitus. So it is I have one case of juvenile diabetes. Juvenile, not 10 years. That girl is doing very well on phosphorus. What you see, first quality is juvenile diabetes means what has happened? There is destruction or complete degeneration of pancreas. Correct? Then what you see, what is affected is metabolism or diabetes level is gone, sugar levels have gone haywire. Then that child, first thing she does, when she goes to her father has what you say, shifting job. So every 3-4 years he has to go through transfer. So her mother said, first thing she will do, she will go to the whole neighborhood and she will make friends there, so that from next day she has to start playing. That is very important to her. She will not look at the house, she will not do anything. First thing she will go is she will go and make friends all around the society. First thing she did when we started the interview is my mother needed? I am good enough. Okay, so the whole case she gave her own case. Mother was there for 5 minutes, she said, let her go, I will give you the case. Okay, so that is what phosphorus is. They are also very independent and they like to have a different identity. They don't like to be associated, I am son of this, I am brother of this, I am sister of this. No, I am me. I am I. So, need for identity. They have their own different identity.